MJ, and you may notice some friends on my bed. I am dog sitting my parents' dogs this weekend because they're out of town. And so they're both very clingy, and I figured, you know what? They may as well just sit on my bed while I'm doing this, provided they don't knock everything off. I mean, I'm really hopeful that they don't. If they do, I mean, it happens because bulls in china shops. But I'm going to do a favorites video this week for my October favorites. But first, I have been debating on talking about this for several hours, if not a couple of days. And I feel like I need to say this PSA for me and just to get it out of my system. I have an apartment in the city that I'm going to be moving to in February. And I had taken some of my pop figures, my little Funko Pop figures, down there in July when I went down to see it for the first time, including several very rare or very collectible items because they were either, okay, Ozzie, they were either part of the Hot Topic exclusives, or they were collector core or Disney treasures, or they were Comic-Con exclusives that you could buy at like Hot Topic or Barnes & Noble, things like that. My parents went down to the apartment this week to check on the construction of their house, and we found out that all of them were stolen. So someone went into my apartment and stole all of my pop figures that were down there. Roughly 25 to 30 that I do not have anymore. The cost to replace them is almost $1,000, but since my insurance is a deductible of $1,000, there is nothing that my insurance company can do about it. So to that person, you're terrible. You're an awful, awful person. Awful person. You don't know me and I don't know you, but there's no reason that you should be going into my apartment and taking anything that isn't yours. Alright, I'm better now, and I feel like, you know what, I needed to say that, because there should be no reason that I now have to replace almost $1,000 worth of items that I should never have had to replace. There is no reason that someone should have gone into my apartment and taken any of them. That's not right. I have been sitting with this since Tuesday. It's Sunday now. I'm recording this Sunday. It will be up on Monday. So I've been dealing with this for almost a week. I have been upset. I have been sick about it. And there's nothing that I can do except for pay almost $1,000 to replace everything that was stolen from me. So to the person who stole it, why? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. You're a terrible person. So to my favorites, I feel like this one's not going to be super long just because I was going to have more favorites, but after kind of the stress that I've been under this week, after having a theft, I did not have the time nor the energy to look up a bunch of favorites for myself. So I'm just going to run through some briefly. My camera's battery is flashing at me, so I'm really hoping it lasts long enough. I feel like that's just my week. Oh, am I disturbing you? I'm disturbing this poodle over here. You can't see the other one, but she's over here. So first, I'm actually just going to run you guys through some makeup that I've been really loving this month. And like 2 of them are like sample sizes. Like honestly, I cannot tell you what the color of this is, but this is a Tarte, is it lip paint? A Tarteist lip paint. That sounds like Tarteist. And I really like this color. It's the color I'm wearing right now. It's a nice little nude. It's almost kind of an orangey nude, which you can't really see in the camera, but I'm a really big fan of it. I always love when I get like free samples of things because then I try them and then I'm like, I need like 6 of these. I don't actually ever say I need 6, but I'm always just like, you know what, I'd really like to get a full size. The second one, again, is a travel because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. And it's iridescent, but you can't really see it in my camera, and that is the Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara. I have been loving this month. Like, I think this is like the only thing I've worn. The only issue with this is because it's a travel size, the wand and the top of the applicator are so close. There we go. The wand and the top of the applicator are so close that you almost like hit yourself with the top of the applicator. Like every time you put it on, which is not really all that fun, but I absolutely love it. That is one thing I will be buying in full size. I'm like disturbing my dogs every time I have to get up because 5-minute video intervals. I will probably buy both of those in full size, hopefully during the holiday season. I haven't quite decided yet. The third one, I have been loving Tarte this month. This is the Tarteist Pro palette. I actually just bought the Toasted palette this weekend, and I already love it. Like, I haven't even used it yet, and it's so pretty. And Tarte always, like, their eyeshadows, for some reason, smell amazing. And I feel like with Too Faced, it's very much like, oh, it smells like chocolate. This one, it just smells really, really good. I actually had one break on me, or partially break on me this morning, or this afternoon. I love the colors in it. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use this green. Oh, that's very, very gold. But I'm not quite sure I'm going to use the green. I'm still figuring that out, but I have used this 3 or 4 times this month in different videos and just for different things, and I've loved the pigmentation. I love the coloring. I love how easily it goes on. Like, I'm wearing it right now, which you can't really see because of my glasses, but I really, really like it. It's not super heavy. Like, I don't feel like I'm wearing a bunch of makeup on my face, and I feel like that's kind of my goal, just because I don't wear makeup enough really to want to have a heavy face on, because it just does not feel right. And I only actually have 3 more things. Like, this one I feel like should have been in my favorites video in August or July, August. But I've had this on my phone for 7, 8 months, since April, and it's a pop socket. And you can't really see what my pop socket is. Hold on. No, it's not going to focus. But it's like a golden medallion, and I absolutely love my pop socket. I use it all day, every day. I use it to fidget. I do. I sit here and I play with it. Like, you guys have fidget spinners and stuff. I play with my pop socket. But I've been using it every day for the last 6 to 8 months, however long it's been since I've gotten it. I feel like I have a lot of headroom in this video, but I just don't care. That's how it's going to happen, because I'm not going to refilm it. The next thing, I actually have one of these already plugged in, but I absolutely love these, and these are the scent plugs from Yankee Candle. I have other scent plugs from other brands, and they aren't as, how do I want to say this? They're not as, like, fragrant, like, or they burn out, like, they go out really, really quickly, but these ones are really, really nice. I like that it has the settings on it, and this one's actually a nightlight. So I'm really excited about that one, just because then I don't trip over everything in the dark. But I'm really excited for this one to have, like, all my Christmassy scents, like balsam, which I think is one of my favorite Christmas scents, that, and like cinnamon, or anything that you think of, like, when it smells like Christmas. I'm really excited to put those scents out, but I'm not going to until after Thanksgiving. I'm not even decorating for Christmas until after Thanksgiving. I'm not really going to decorate much this year, but I'm not actually decorating for Christmas until after Thanksgiving. I have started listening to Christmas music, because there is a station out of Chicago that plays it, and they started on Tuesday, so I have been listening to it almost nonstop in my car for like a week. I feel like just the week that I've had, it's just kind of happened. I promised myself, I was like, I'm going to listen to it on Tuesday, and then I'm going to turn it off until after Thanksgiving. But when my week kind of turned out the way it did, with all the stuff that I was dealing with the apartment and with school and with things, I was just like, you know what, I need to cheer me up. I need to cheer me up. I need to pick me up. I need to cheer up. And Christmas music is such a great tool for me to be able to do that. My last thing. Ow. Got my hair caught between my fingers. That hurt. Remember the little steampunk skull I got? Well, Yankee Candle came out with these cute little votive holders. And this is a little snowman, and I don't know if you guys can tell in the camera, but this is copper. And I love little copper accents, and they're just really, really cute. And I bought a bunch of the different little votives for them, and right now this one is North Pole. I don't even know if I'm going to burn any candles out of this one this year. I didn't out of my skull, because I just didn't. I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't. I love them. They're so cute, and I don't want to burn them, because I'm like, what if I ruin it? Well, with that being said, oh, I disturbed the poodle. With that being said, I think that's it for me this week, you guys. I hope you guys have a great week. You can like my video, you can comment, you can subscribe down below. You can follow me on social media, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!